In this lecture, I want to talk about the different valuation methods that we have at our disposal. So there's two types of ways or big sections through which you can analyze a cryptocurrency and try and predict if the price is going to go up or down. The first way is through fundamental analysis, which fundamental analysis is looking at everything that has to do with the coin. Okay, so the project, looking at the team, future growth, roadmap, evaluation, news, how they're going to monetize their app, how everything, right? Everything that has to do with the crypto. You can look at politics, you can look at the global environment for it, you can look at new technologies. Anything is going to go in fundamental analysis. Okay. And then you have technical analysis. Technical analysis is you're trying to forecast future price direction by looking at historical prices and volume. That's it. The only things you can look at is historical prices and volume. So the transactions that happened and how many of those, so the price of the transactions that happened and how many of those transactions happened. That's it. Okay. So you're trying to predict future movement by looking at past movement. Okay. And you're not looking at all of these other things. Why? Because technical analysts, and I'm talking about pure technical analysts, believe that all of these other things are already projected in the price. They're already incorporated in the price. If the price is $200 today, well, that's because everybody used all this information, okay, about the team, about the roadmap to decide if they want to buy or sell, and they decided that $200 is the price. So there's no use to looking at this information because it's already incorporated in the price. Okay, so they're only looking at the price to predict where the price is going. And fundamental analysts think that technical analyst is voodoo because historical prices have nothing to do with future prices, and future prices are only going to have to do with these things. So some people believe only in fundamentals, some people believe only in technicals. I believe in both, and I think both work. And to be honest, most traders that I've seen being successful do everything. You know, it's like if you're playing basketball and you only want to shoot 3-pointers. Yes, some people do that, but if you want to have your best odds, you got to be a well-rounded player. You got to be able to play defense, shoot 3 points, dunk, do everything. Okay, that's the way I see trading. You got to be good at everything. Now, fundamental analysis. I talked about this project team's roadmap in my cryptocurrency investment course. So you're gonna have to go over that course if you want to learn more about fundamental analysis. Also, fundamental analysis is going to be used for long-term investing. And this is why I put it in the investment course, not in the advanced trading course. Why? Because these things are usually going to take time to be reflected in the price. You know, imagine this. Imagine you want to buy and sell iPhones. If you want to buy them today and sell them tomorrow, then what are you going to look at? Are you going to look at the fundamentals of iPhones? Like, do they have good batteries? What does the competition look like? No, you're going to look at current prices and how many people are buying and selling. That's going to give you the best prediction of how much you're going to be able to buy it today and sell it tomorrow. Now, if you want to buy iPhones and sell them in a few years, then you don't want to look at how much people are buying and selling them at today. You're going to look at something more like the battery life, competition. That's going to give you an indication of how much they're going to be worth in the future. Same thing in anything, right? You look at fundamentals when you plan on holding something for long term, because this is what's going to affect the price in the long term. When you're trading actively, shorter term, then you don't care about, not that you don't care, but you don't care too much about these longer term things, but you care more about current prices and how much people are buying and selling. So you're looking at technicals. So because of this, we're going to be focusing on technicals here. Okay, you can go see the fundamentals in the investment course. But just understand that even with these advanced strategies, okay, it's important for you to understand how the fundamentals work as well. Why? Because whenever you're trading something, and even if you're trading something short term, and within this short-term trading strategy, you're looking more at price action, technicals, sentiment, okay? If something happened, if a news comes out, it's going to affect your position. And fundamental news is going to affect your position more than other things, okay? So a lot of, new traders, what they're going to do is sometimes they're going to be trading on technicals, but when there's a fundamental event that happens, they just don't trade for that period because they don't understand how it's going to affect it. You can do that when you're starting. You can be like, you know what, for this strategy, and a lot of strategies that I have, I've done that. For this strategy, when there's a news that comes out, I stop trading it because I don't know how it's going to behave. I only want to trade it when there's no news coming out. I only trade during this part. And then as you see news and things happen and you see them and you see how the crypto behaves to this news, then you can start incorporating some news in it, being like, okay, well, you know what? When there's a news that comes out on this, then I'm still going to trade that because I know how my crypto behaves to this type of news. So it comes with time, right? So some of these fundamentals, you are going to learn them with time as you're trading a strategy, and then you feel comfortable with incorporating or trading through a specific type of news. But a lot of the strategies we're going to be looking at, that we're going to be looking through more technicals and price action. We're going to sometimes avoid news, but if you're doing any type of medium-term trading, swing trading strategies that are based on an event, you are going to have to understand fundamentals. So you are going to, when news comes out, you are going to have to read them and see how that affected your price.